Congressman Mac Thornberry says the United States cannot defeat ISIS by only using airstrikes, and that it may come down to putting boots on the ground. This comes a day after the U.S. conducted airstrikes for the first time in Syria. Thornberry spoke to Pro News 7's Marissa Lucero about ISIS becoming a growing threat, and she joins us now with more. Marissa?
Larry, we also spoke with a social sciences professor who spent his career studying and writing about the Middle East, and he says he's not even sure if putting boots on the ground will help. Congressman Mac Thornberry kept it simple.
We've got to keep the pressure on them.
Thornberry says President Obama's first mistake is telling the American people that putting boots on the ground isn't an option. And he says right now, first things first, to remilitarize the Iraqi army.
That's where you have to start. Might American advisors need to go into the field with the Iraqi military? You know, we may. They've got to be rebuilt from the ground up, unfortunately.
But according to Professor Brian Farmer of Amarillo College, an author of Radical Islam in the West and Understanding Radical Islam, he says putting boots on the ground isn't the answer.
You've got multiple problems with that. We've been training the Iraqi military since when, 2004? And so now the answer is supposedly more training of the Iraqi military.
Farmer says the goal is to have a stable Middle East, but training their army doesn't equal stability.
Well, the problem in the past has always been you train all these guys and then you find that, first of all, they get infiltrated by radical Islam every time. And then second, it's still a tribal society. And then we've got the religious divisions at all. And so different tribes don't like each other and don't want to fight together.
For Thornberry, training Iraqi troops still comes first, and putting folks on the ground remains a viable option.
The headquarters and that a lot of the missiles were aimed at, so you can do that. But basically this is people who hide among the population. They're dispersing now once we do this, and that's why you can't do it from the air. You've got to have folks on the ground.
Last week, the House voted to send American advisors inside Syria to begin training. Thornberry says they'll only be there until December. From the Kennedy Broadcast Center, I'm Marissa Lucero, Pro News 7.